Apply coating, it's always best to spray on our surface prep. It's an isopropyl alcohol blend, and it's to remove any residues left over from the previous processes.
How much do you spray on it?
Just a lightness.
Mist?
Yeah, just enough to just like nicely clean off the panel.
All right.
And then when it comes time to coat, you're just gonna spray, not much, because you don't want this to be very heavy. It needs to breathe, it needs to evaporate the solvents, and you need to wipe it off very easily. And what I like to do, since this, like, you just sprayed, it's very heavily concentrated on this app. If I put a line right down the middle, that is our heaviest line of ceramic coating. And then I pass through it to spread out that heavy weighted line and even it out. I've learned in the past, I used to do the boxes around it first and then fill it in, but then you're more susceptible to create high spots in a box, and you'll catch it in the right light. You'll see all these little squares everywhere. You're like, what is all this? What's all this like ghost streaks? It's because it's a heavy buildup of ceramic. And so when I started doing this, and now I'm kind of spreading out that heavy line of ceramic coating, we're just evening it out a lot better. So I went in my direction, left to right, and now I'm going up and down. And it should be just nice and thin like this. It should not be very heavy. Okay. Someone have an iPhone handy? What you need? Start a timer. Hurry, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just hit the side of your phone and tell it to time whatever time you want. You don't have to type it.
All right, so we're already about 15, 20 seconds in, so we'll just add that to that. So right now, if you guys can try to get a glimpse of it, you'll see it looks like oil slick right now, right? Yes. There's purples and golds and greens. We're gonna wait for that to kind of die down, and then we're just gonna take our towel and wipe this off. Everyone kind of see a quick little glimpse of this? This is what you're watching for right now. You're waiting for this to die down.
It's like a rainbow effect, right?
Yeah. It looks like when it first starts raining and the oils come off the ground, it looks like that. We had someone ask a question earlier. You had a hard time seeing the rainbows. You want to come peek at this real quick?
No, I can see it from where I'm sitting.
Okay. This gentleman here.
Oh yeah.
See it now? Okay. It's harder to see on white. It's harder to see on blues. It's harder to see on the more vibrant colors. Black shows it really well. Silver's hard to see. I would say we're about ready. What are we at? 55? 55. So yeah, I'm gonna say we're good to go. See how there's a lot of clear spots? And we're just gonna follow the same process. We're gonna wipe that off. I'm not pushing very hard. I'm just trying to remove those resins. You don't want to scrub this because you don't want to remove the resins that you just applied. You're just removing the residue.
So we should use like a thicker towel.
You know, that's another internet argument that everyone has. I like these softer towels. In my opinion, they wipe off a lot better, and I don't burn through as many because it seems like they're a little bit more absorbent and they hold more. We include a little thin suede towel in our coating kit. I like to use that as like my first pass, then I'll go over it with the plush one. Okay. But that was it. We just coated this panel. You're gonna rinse and repeat for the rest of the vehicle. You wanna try to stay in this size. 2x2 is kind of like the sweet spot. I'll be honest with you, if you do the spray coating, I've done entire hoods in one shot. I've done entire doors in one shot. I've done like a whole front end in one shot before. This stuff is so easy to use. Very, very, very valuable protection in my opinion. I had this one on actually it's been on my Z for about 5 years now. That's our show car. It pretty much sits in the shop most of the time. So it gets far more longevity than anything else out there because it sits. The WRX outside, I got 2 years on it. And that's my daily driver. So it's outside every day. It gets in the rain. It gets washed way more often. But when you use the right methods and you're using the nice applicators and tools and towels and everything like that to take care of it, you will get maximum longevity. Just think about your coating as if you just coated your car, don't start spraying water on it to see, oh, look at the water beading, because the coating isn't fully cured. So the water could actually stain your coating. But this is just for demonstration purposes only. So now the idea is obviously when it comes time to dry the car, wash the car, since it's so repellent, everything's gonna fall right off, like with the first rinse. And then when it comes time to dry it, a lot of times, let's see if the water just like absorbs right into it. Can you see the bubble? See how it just pushes right into the towel? Because the surface is rejecting the water, and it wants to come into the towel. So you don't have to spend as much time wiping it because it doesn't want to stick to the paint. It wants to go into the towel. I bet you those won't absorb anything because there's so much coating in this. So, ceramic coating, is it worth it? 100%. It keeps the car cleaner. It's easier to clean. And then the whole process is just easy. The towels work better. The mitts slide easier. You're going to prevent any sort of damage on there. So, definitely invest in it. If you don't want to do the full-blown $150 bottle, the $40 spray coating is awesome. Like I said, I personally have this on my cars. I just love how easy it is. And if you are very obsessive with your cars like I am, I enjoy polishing and taking care of them. So after about a year or two, when the coating starts to die off, it gives me the opportunity to polish it up, make it look nice and shiny, reapply the coating. If you do this guy, and let's just say after a couple of years, it's been kind of aggressively washed, there might be some imperfections starting to show, and you polished it, now you're polishing off that expensive coating that you just bought that was supposed to be on there for years and years. You're just polishing it off now. It's kind of a waste of money in my opinion. So if you're looking for maximum protection and you're not, it's like a daily driver that you're like, oh, it's meant to get me to point A to point B. I'm not trying to keep it like absolutely perfect. I just want maximum protection. Drip coating, 100%. If this is your car that you baby the hell out of and you can't stop touching it, spray coating. Spray coating for sure. That's gonna be, you're gonna save yourself the problem of polishing off thick coating that's on there and cured up. So spray coating, after a year or two, hit it with some polish, put another layer down, and you're good to go.
Out of curiosity, because it's right on the bottle, but for the vial one, what's the flash time on those? Because on the bottle it says it for how long it takes to flash, but I don't really see it on the little one. What would you recommend?
The flash time is going to be dependent on environment.
Gotcha.
That's why we set that timer. So when I've done the last car that I did, it was a month ago. It was about 80 degrees outside, and we don't have AC in here.
Right,
and we turn the fans off so it's not stirring up the dust and everything. And it took me about a minute 45 for the drip bottle to flash.
Okay.
But the last car I did in the winter time, 3 minutes.
Oh, 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not as like once you apply it, you have to wipe it right away.
Yeah, you want it to sit long enough because it needs the solvents need to evaporate and the resins need to start anchoring.
Got it.
It needs to bond to something. So if you wipe it too soon, you're wiping off resins and you're not going to get the full
Okay, cool.
lifespan out
Because
of
I
it.
usually do 1 minute 30 for the spray bottle, so it's pretty much the same time